pretty busy area. Oh, there we go. I see it. Okay, I just took a real fast glance at it. It is a Briggs newer engine, you know, the 400, 500, 550 EX, whatever. Yeah, it's auto choke. It's MTD. It's got a cracked deck. Yep, Troy Bilt. Self-propelled. No bag. How about that? Look at that. Good for grass. Good morning. So it's the next day after I picked up my first Quinn the Mailman pick. And we're going to be working on this Briggs & Stratton. I think it's a TB200. Front self-propelled. Auto choke. Probably a 550 EX engine. It's missing the label, so I couldn't tell you, but it looks exactly like a 550 EX. I got it just like this. You can see that there was a crack there, which they tried to repair. And because the front tires are bald, they screwed some screws in there to get traction for the self-propulsion. Kind of interesting. I've never seen that before. The height is all kablooey to the highest level almost. You could tell that he's done some paint work here. When I got it, the gas cap was off and it looks completely dry. Maybe a little bit of glistening somewhere. Got some rust going on here, some bubbling. Rear wheels are good, except if you look at it, it looks like somebody stepped on it or it was ran over, because this right rear is kind of towed in the front, like it's bent. Everything else seems okay. This is taped up, but that's okay. It's just to hold the spring there, I guess. The bail handle feels pretty smooth. This is interesting. What do you guys think that's for? Like, he took extra attention to drill a hole here so that he could put this wire and this thing there. What do you think that could be? It's like he wants to hold something, you know? Could it be the bagger? He had a bag here and it wouldn't stay put, so he put that onto the bagger so it would stay put. Maybe that was the reason, right? Either way, I don't have the bagger, so that's irrelevant. Let's give it a couple pulls and see what it feels like. The flywheel, crankshaft, and the blades continue to spin even when I let go, which means that the brake kill mechanism or the brake pad has been rubbed out all the way. It also feels funny. When I pull it, it almost feels like it wants to pull back at you, but obviously it starts, so the timing's right. It's not the key in the keyway. Super sketchy, man. As a matter of fact, this thing just popped off of it, and it looks like it's it looks like this is the part of the engine block, guys. This is aluminum, or actually it's flexible, so it's plastic. That's good. Let's take a look at the underbelly. Well, actually, let's see if there's any Earl. Ooh, there's Earl. It's kind of clean too, believe it or not. I don't know how there's any gas in there. It doesn't look like there was any gas started up right away. Here. Don't know what that is. Oh, I see. The crankshaft, or the pulley for the self-propulsion, it's kind of out of whack. So it is melting into this plastic black cover. It's melted into it. Also, if you look at the blade here, he's got 2 bolts securing the blade onto the crankshaft without an adapter. And also, doesn't it look like this is really low? Look at that. Look at the blades. It's an inch lower than the lip. This should be more inside, like there. Like inside. So there's something really strange about this one. Why is it so low? He doesn't even have an adapter on it. Very, very weird. Very weird. Here's a better look at it for you guys. This is a mystery, man. So look, I'm going to give you a side profile of it. Look at that. You could see that the crankshaft is an inch. Well, for me, it's an inch lower than this lip, which means the crankshaft is not the right crankshaft. How could it be so long? You know what I mean? It doesn't even have a blade adapter on it, unless you want to count this thing as a blade adapter. That's odd. I think we should take it off just to see what's up. And this cover too, I want to show you guys. See, look. The pulley has molded itself into this cover, the plastic cover. And that's what's causing the rubbing sound. But why is it so low? I got it. So the cause of that is this. Because he doesn't have a crankshaft bolt in there, it's not held on at all. So I just need to find a crankshaft bolt, but that looks funky though right there, doesn't it? It's not smooth. I don't know what's up with that. I grinded the some of the grass residue off of the deck so I can get a better look at that crack. And that crack does extend from the bottom of the lip here all the way up to there. Those where the 2 bolts are. It can be welded from the inside out, but then it would still have 2 holes, see? So it's not going to look perfect no matter what. But I'm going to try to find I'm going to remove this, blade, these 2 bolts, try to find a crankshaft bolt that fits this, and also remove this plastic belt cover just to get a better look at it. You know what, maybe I should disconnect this the coil, because it's so unpredictable. It started pretty easily, and I'm down here with rotating tools, you know, with a loose blade. So that's an MTD blade, 4-star, right? Not really designed to have bolts go through there. You just have one crankshaft bolt that goes in there. I mean, unless it's stripped, you know what I mean? And this blade is really jagged, like it hit like metal pipes or something. This one's not bad though, it's weird. All right, let's take off this plastic shield, 10mm or 3/8. There's the belt cover. It's falling apart. As you can see, the pulley and the belts have grinded this material away. That was the resistance I was getting from pulling it. And plastic pieces flying off, you know. Anyway, here it is. It is the correct pulley. It's just I have to get a bolt take this belt, loosen it off of the pulley. And that's why I removed the coil, because if you spin it like this, you never know, it might start. Pulley looks okay, actually. It's just, this thing was like hammered in and stuff. You have to almost re-drill that hole to make it big enough for a crankshaft nut bolt. And I don't even see any threads in there. Maybe it's stripped threads, which is why he had to do it that way. Which would be really bad, because you wouldn't be able to get a bolt in there, which is might be the reason why he didn't do it. I'm gonna find a crankshaft bolt. I discovered why he put on the thing that way. Why he couldn't get a crankshaft bolt into the crankshaft. Why? That's right, you guys guessed it. It's a broken bolt inside. That's it. That's as most it'll go, because it hits the broken bolt on the inside. Let's see if you can see. You see that? No, it's too dark. So that's why. So I guess I could try to drill that out. What do you guys think? Why not, right? Give it a try. Drill that out and it'll be okay. I had to stop and show you guys what's going on. So I drilled it in. Check this out. I'm now backing it out. It's actually moving. Look, 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 look. Oh. Oh. I think this might work, fellers. I never have this kind of luck. Well, sometimes I do. What I really would like to get someday is reverse drills. You know what I mean? Left hand. Because you could just use the left hand drills, thread, and back it out. Look at this. Look at this. Successfully, well, we haven't got it out yet, but it looks good. Drilled out the bolt. This is a big success. I never really have luck with this, but look at that. That's success, success. I tell you, success. So there is the busted bolt. I drilled it perfectly in the middle, which was a miracle. And then once you get the drill bit inside that much, look, it's like a 1/4 inch down deep, you know, kind of pivot the blade to the side so it grips onto the edge of that, and then you could rotate it out. So now we can put this crankshaft bolt in there and everything will be nice and taut. That's right, nice and taut. And this looks like it's the right one. It was in my big bag of thousands and thousands of nuts and bolts. You could tell when they're, you can tell that these are the crankshaft bolts because the threads are high count, you know. They're really close together as opposed to the other kinds. Here, I'll show you. So here's a traditional bolt, right? Probably like 24 or something. So this is like 30 or 32 or 36 or something. If you see the threads, they're closer together for the crankshaft bolts. Anyway, that's great, huh, fellas? So I'm gonna try to get that everything back together again with just this bolt. We're not gonna use the two-sided ones. All right, now we took care of all that. Should be smooth. I'm surprised it even starts because there's no gas in there. Oh, much smoother, man. That won't start. Isn't that funny how it won't start now? But it's so much smoother. I guess I'll put some gas in there, huh? All right, just put gas in it. Check for leaks. There shouldn't be any leaks because there was gas in it. If it leaked, it would have leaked out. There wouldn't be any gas. Oh, for goodness sakes, what did I forget? That's right, the coil. That's why it didn't start. Duh. All right, now it should start. So the brake on the magneto kill mechanism is working. It's just what was spinning after we let go was the blade because there was no crankshaft blade. So it's not, that wasn't the issue. So that's it. It's all fixed. Front wheels are Dunsky, okay? But how about it, fellas? This thing works great. It runs great. Smooth. I love it. But the front wheels though, I mean, this is kind of cool because I've never seen it before. You know, driving some wood screws in there just to get traction in the grass, that'll work, you know. So I noticed that the self-propulsion does work, which is great. This one spins, but that one doesn't. Could it be that there's something wrong with the transmission, or is it just because these wheels are so old that the gears all stripped? Only one way to find out. You know, the problem is I don't really have Troy-built wheels, you know, with the gears. I don't really have them. So to replace these, would I have to spend some money, or would one of my boys have some? I'm gonna go check in the backyard and see. But other than what we just fixed and this crack, should I take that out and try to weld it from the inside, or would I make it worse than that? Or should I just paint that red so it's less noticeable? Or would I actually stick weld it and then grind it and repaint it? Would I go through all that work? That does look a little jiggy, huh? So the next thing I want to address is the rear wheels. As you can see, this one is straight, but the one on the rear right seems like the front is towed in more. Because these are individually put on, there's no rod in between it. I think it's just bent. Therefore, I'm just gonna try to bend it back. See it? Much better. Yeah, that's it. Fixed. I'm gonna go see if I have any front wheels in the back. Might as well see if the wheels are in good shape on the inside. This one's in good shape, it's just the tread is bad. Somebody said you could actually remove the tread, but I don't have replacement ones. Let's take this one off. What do you guys think? The tread on this one's bad? Not not the tread, the teeth. Yep. It means the transmission's good. Oh, would you look at that? The sweet sweepers. I can probably get my cars back on the road after this, huh? I got these Craftsman wheels. Good shape, good tread. And I remember I tried doing this once and it didn't fit. I just put it on the one on the left and it does fit. Look at that. How about it? Craftsman fitting MTD? That's unusual. It's so unusual to be lovely. Really? It does. We should try it, huh? That would be awesome. It worked. Shake like that. Shake your love. Just can't shake it. That's very loose here. What else could be wrong with this thing? Oh, this is very loose. Yeah, that's super loose. I don't know what's wrong with that. This thing seems to be non-stop, huh? So I put it on its side so I can check out why it's loose and flex. It's because not only is this repair job on the crack not really doing anything. I mean, it's probably stopping it from cracking anymore, but over here is where the flex is, see? So that's the flex. And also there's a new crack here. So I'm thinking I'm gonna grind this down clean because this is steel, because you can see rust. I'm gonna stick weld it from the inside. Just called Mercedes. They said that my year does not part of the recall. They checked the VIN number. Anyway, so I'm going to take to my local guy and see if we can bleed the brakes or figure it out or change master cylinder or whatever. I could do it all myself, but I don't really want to do brake bleeding. Brake bleeding. Anyway, I've got my Rylon stick welder. I hope we can put a few tacks on there because I only have 2 electrodes left. If you guys have extra electrodes that you want to donate to the channel, I could use a contribution. Got to show you I grinded it clean. I usually don't, but I figured I'd have to do it this time. Let's see how it goes. There you guys go. 2 seconds. That doesn't look too bad. Not bad. Some sparks got into like the plastic inside there, so I had to put out a little bit of fire. Not a big fire, no big deal. Calm down, everybody. All right, so we got everything taken care of, I think. Start her up and see if it still jumps up and down. I think it has something to do with the wheels not being the right wheels. It might have one more tooth than the other one does. You know what I mean? I don't think the teeth are exactly right, which is the reason why. Because look, it won't go backwards right. Either one less tooth or one tooth too many. So it's not going to be right unless I get Troy-Bilt wheels to put on, you know? Well, you know, that's a big part of it today, you know what I mean? But welding that deck was lots of fun. You guys haven't tried welding? There's really nothing to it, you know? I've been doing it for a while and I still suck at it. That one was okay though. This one, today's was all right. I still don't know what this is. I'm gonna go with he used it to keep the bagger on. We have no bagger, so it's irrelevant. I'm just gonna take this off. And then we've got a working push mower here. I really have to do something about the wheels though. It doesn't go backwards. I think that's why it vibrates, because it, should I put the original ones back on? I'll take the nails out, at least it won't. Let's try it. I gotta find out myself. I took the nails out of the original wheels. I actually threw it in the garbage. I had to go dig in my garbage to get it. But it was tough to get the nails out because from the wear on the concrete, there was no more Phillips design to get it out. So I had to just yank them out. Let's try this, because obviously this one's not really working. Not really going backwards either. Fortunately, it's easy to do. If it doesn't work right anyway, I'm not going to use these good ones here, these Craftsmans. I can save it for another Craftsman. They don't work right anyway. Put the old ones on. Alright, now let's start up, see if it vibrates or jumps up and down. So it doesn't jump up and down. Only the left one spins because this one, the teeth are gone, right? But it doesn't. So it is the Craftsman wheel has either one less tooth or one tooth too many. So you have to have the Troy-Bilt ones, otherwise it'll jump up and down. It's just not right. But anyway, this is a running, starting, usable mower. You know, it's self-propelled. It will work with even one. I guess I'll list it for like $100 or something until I can find another set of wheels for a Troy-Bilt, and then we'll see what happens. But like I said, I picked this off the street. It's my first Quinn the Mailman curve alert, if you will. And you know, it's been a long time since he gave me any tips because there just hasn't really been anything out there, you know. But happy to get this one. Engine runs great, and it was interesting to work on this, right? Stripped, or no, broken bolt in the crankshaft, which made the guy have to put it on the two bolts that way, but it wasn't adhered onto the crankshaft at all, so it was loose. When you stop the engine, it would just continue to spin. It's very dangerous because it kept on dropping down from gravity. It was scratching up the belt cover. So we fixed all that by extracting the broken bolt, which is great satisfaction. Getting the blade on fine. Now the engine runs great and smooth, fires right up. We welded the cracks in the deck to prevent the vibration or flexing of the front. We just need some new Troy-Bilt wheels. That's it. Still, no bagger. Still like an $80 or $100 mower, you know. So I'm not gonna go nuts over it. I'll keep this in my backyard and wait for a good set of wheels maybe. Sell it for 80 to 100 bucks locally, no big deal. But it was interesting to work on today. It definitely was. I enjoy welding and also trying to figure it out, you know. And figuring that thing out was fun. the crankshaft thing. That was fun. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not your everyday thing that you figure that out, you know. It was cool. But pretty good. I mean, I like these mowers. You know, you guys make fun of these plastic carburetor engines, but honestly, they run really smooth. And from my experience, the MTD ones, they mow really well. I like them. Anyway, thanks a lot for joining me on this Bilt Mtd Tb200, I think, self-propelled push mower we found, thanks to a tip from Quinn the mailman, first tip of 2023, and we'll probably sell this for $100. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
The UPS guy screwed this up. I'm gonna
See you guys next time on Mowers.